common question we get is, do I have to be in the chat room all day to get the alerts so I know when to buy a stock? And our answer to that is simple. Absolutely not. One of the things we're most proud of is the fact that all of our entry prices are posted the night before. Many, and probably most of our members, use our watch list without ever logging into the chat room. We created the chat room to allow our members to work together as a team to identify some of our favorite intraday setups on our picks, but they all know exactly what to look for due to our chart lessons. Some of our picks trigger exactly like we called for the night before, and some of them give us a setup that, while different than our original plan, offer us an even better risk-reward entry. And you've probably seen some of those setups in the chart lessons we occasionally send out. Anyway, we put together a few charts here to show what some of our setups look like and to show the kind of setup we look for when searching for our nightly picks. This first one, Allied Waste, if you've been on our free picks list for a while, you probably remember this. We sent this out the other day. Here's the setup. You can see the strong volume. Recent high right there, I believe, was 10.04. We told our members to buy it the next day if it broke above that. So the trigger price was 10.05. Scroll down to the next day, and you can see it broke 10.05, went all the way to 10.50 something. It was a good 5% gain, and we got a lot of happy emails from that one. Comcast. This wasn't on the list the night before. This was added in the morning, which we do sometimes because we saw it gapping. And on gap plays, we'll either buy a break of the 5-minute high, or we will look for one of the intraday setups, like you've probably seen in some of the chart lessons we send out. And Comcast gave us one of those intraday setups, gave us an excellent entry at 1864, almost near the bottom of the day. And you can see it closed all the way up, I think, in the 1920s, 1930s, and here's the next day, all the way up over 20. So real strong 2-day run there. Here's another one, Clearwire, we found. Here you had a little volume spike right back to this $16 area, which you can see has been resistance over the past 50 days. A real strong volume pop here up to that area. So anyway, we told our members to buy if it broke the high of this day. And we'll scroll down to the next day and show you, rather than buying the break of that high, it gave us one of our favorite setups. Again, don't need the chat room. Everyone knows from our chart lessons what to look for. 1509, perfect entry, and the stop was very close and never got hit. And you can see what it did for the next few days, all the way to 1826. Great swing trade there. This was the free pick we sent out last week, Matrix. You can see it hit this area here and worked its way back up again, which caught our attention. Strong volume that day. We told you to buy if it broke the high of this day, which would have been 1928. Let's scroll down, because the high here was 1927. Next day it hit 1928 and went all the way up to, I can't remember, 21 something, and broke over 22 the next day. Nice little 2-day run there. Immucor, different kind of a setup for us, but we like these too. You can see it had 4 red candles, put in a green one here. Looks like it's getting ready to turn back up. And then we went out longer on the chart. It's not shown here, but I think on the 1 or 2 year chart, this is sitting right at support from either a year or two ago. It bounced off this area several times, so we told our members to buy if it broke this high of this day, and we'll scroll down and show you over the next few days what happened. We bought right there, 27.28, all the way to 30.05 over the course of the next 3 sessions. JetBlue, one of our gap plays that I can't remember if it was a break of the 5-minute high or if it gave us, it looked like it was one of the intraday setups we look for. 5.36. Look what happened over the next few days, all the way to 7.16. Very nice percentage gain there. It's one of those home builders, Hovnanian. We had this look, the chart looked just like this when we posted it. Nice breakout there over all this resistance. Then a 2-day pullback on declining volume. We told our members to buy the following day if it broke its 30-minute high. That's one of our bounce play techniques. However, we also look for one of the intraday setups, and it ended up giving us an intraday setup perfect that we looked for. Gave us a buy of 6.99 with the stop fairly close, right below the low of the day. Never triggered. The stop never triggered. And look what it did over the next few days, all the way to 12.19. And that's what we got on this page so far. So just a few charts to show you what we look for. Let you know that we're having a lifetime membership price special that's cheaper than a 1-year membership right now. And if you Have any questions about how we find our picks or anything you want to know about our service? Our email is gsp@greatstockpicks.com, and we'll be happy to answer them.